Hello, everyone. This is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full time. I've been doing this with my fiance Annetta for a couple years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to talk about what we were shipping out today on Tuesday. So finally, 2 good days back to back, which is like really good. All right, and then there's some cool stuff to talk about. So the first thing is a combo order right here. These are going to be 48 Death Knell Dungeons and Dragons miniature cards only, not the miniatures. So Death Knell, I believe, is the set. The little set's going to be down there. So it's 48 of them. This is the same person that bought the D&D cards, I think like last week or a couple days ago. I want to say last week. And then they also got a pack of 9 of the Death Knell as well. This ended up selling for, of course it turned off. It ended up selling for, I think, $27.50. So that was a good combo order. All right, next up is going to be some miniatures that I got from the auction like a couple months ago. This is a lot of 56 of them. I think they are the brands Streetlets are, I think it's World War II right there. I think they're like, I'm not sure what kind of like infantry these are. I don't want to like misspeak or something. So these end up selling for $18. I did make a note that I spent $2 on them, so the miniatures do pretty well. The little cutoff was just like the box that it normally had, and I just included it, might as well, just in case. I wasn't going to throw it away. All right, moving along, we have a book right here. Hell's Angels. It's going to be a World War II hardcover book about like planes and stuff like that. I don't know too much about this, so I also don't want to misspeak, but we do pretty well with the military stuff. This ended up selling for $15 right there. It's going to be like some German history stuff. All right, next up is going to be some Risk pieces right here. So these ones, I don't know if you can see through the like plastic baggie I have on them, but these are going to be the ones that are, I think they're like from like the 90s, maybe 80s. I want to say 90s. They're kind of like the Roman numeral ones. Actually, no, these are just like the ones that are like little triangles and stars. So the Risks had like different, like their pieces look different throughout the years. So this is a set of 6 of all of the different colors. This ended up selling for $9.59. I get a bunch of Risk pieces all the time. I do pretty well with them. They're easy to list, but it's not too, like, I don't get too much money for them, but it's fun to list them. All right, next up is I think this is a PC game manual. I'm not 100% sure. Horse and Musket, Great Battles of the 18th Century right here. So like I'll list PC manuals and PC games. I get that stuff all the time. This ended up selling for $7.29. So a lot of like historical and war stuff that's been selling. All right, moving along. This is Norman Mailer, The Naked and the Dead book. I don't know anything about this one. It says, it doesn't even say what it is. So yeah, I'm not too sure what particular type or genre this. Actually, sorry, I just noticed that's like a helmet. So this is gonna be like another military thing. So it's been super popular, all of our military stuff. This ended up selling for $6.98. All right, next up is gonna be like a vintage Chinese checkers right here. I think this probably is going to be from like the 60s or something. I'm taking a pure guess here because of just like the font and stuff, because I've listed stuff from the 60s, especially board games. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but this ended up selling for $18.75. I like picking up this stuff. That stuff looks like junk to people, but I think it's pretty cool and fun to list like that kind of board game stuff. All right, moving along, we have a set of 5, and I also have more of these, so I already relisted them, of demo decks for Kaijudo. This is when Wizards of the Coast actually, they have, this game used to be Dual Monsters, and then they eventually, Wizards of the Coast picked it up. They named it Kaijudo. Their idea was to make a kids game that's similar to Magic the Gathering. They have the like 5 different like colors and stuff. There's what, nature, lights, water, fire, and then darkness right there. Rules are very similar to Magic, but it's kind of like watered down, and also has like bigger numbers. Theoretically, like kids would like the bigger numbers, the hundreds instead of Magic creatures doing like 2 damage or 5 damage. I've played this game a good amount, like the newer version. It's a lot of fun, so I'm glad someone's excited for it. Annetta held strong in this because we did get like some okay offers. They were kind of like at our bottom, but we ended up selling this a lot of 5 for $45, and I got to list another set of 5. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that game's a lot of fun. So it's still cool. I think they ended up dropping it and not like producing a bunch of stuff, but we've sold packs in the channel before months ago and stuff. So whenever I see this stuff, I know what it is. I do like to pick it up. All right, next up is going to be a lot of 38th edition like service cards. I don't know anything about these. I remember Netta got these a long time ago. She listed some individual ones. She did pretty well with listing the individual ones. When I just ran across them, I just slotted them all up. We got $26.24 for the rest of these. I think she got them at like a thrift store or something. Do you remember? Or not at all at this point. I just remember like you did well with them. All right. Moving along, we have some Mark's Metal Train bits and pieces. I talked about it, I think, yesterday, where there was like a box in the storage unit. I thought it was our stuff, and when I was moving it, opened it up, and it was just like I said, there was a train, shells. Like we sold one yesterday, bits and pieces. This ended up selling for $13.31. So yeah, when I could have thrown that stuff out, but I was like, nah, maybe someone wants to like modify their train, or maybe there's like some good lights or engines and stuff in there. I don't know anything about that part, like this particular stuff, but yeah, ended up selling it. All right. Next up, not a huge fan of plushies, but I'm having, ever since we've been doing the channel, I've been having better luck selling them. This is going to be a huge bullseye from Toy Story 2. It has even like the letters Andy on the bottom of it. It's pretty clean plushie. It's really big. This ended up selling for $16.49. It's been a long time since I watched Toy Story, but part one's really special like memory to me. I think Annetta likes it too, right? Or yeah, okay. Well, she said it's kind of okay, but yeah, it's a good movie, right? Part 2 is pretty good too. I saw part 3 and some of the other ones, but yeah, 1 and 2 are really good. All right, moving along, we have a lot of 3 of these little reptile snake, like little plastic toys. These are like pretty cool, like vintage ones. They have a little bit of detail. They end up selling for $8.99. So yeah, I was going through a bunch of baggies that Annetta got a long time ago from Goodwill. All right, and then the last thing, which I actually couldn't find yesterday, and Annetta had faith that I could find it today because I didn't have it labeled, and trying to go through my storage in it when I forget to label something, it's miserable. These are US born or Usborne Solve It Yourself books. These kind of look like I think they were called like the Scholastic I Spy books, where you're like solving little like things and you're pointing out stuff in the little page. They're really cool. I don't remember these particular brands, so I don't know if they were like made in America or not. These are ended up selling as the lot of 2 for $10.49. All right, so yeah, some interesting stuff. A lot of like war stuff. People are really focused on that right now. And then today, I actually might just take a break from listing. There was some like other organizing I've been doing and stuff, but yeah, I might actually like. It's been a while since I've taken a day off, other than during like the holidays in December. So I'm just going to take a break, step back off from this eBay real quick, just like rejuvenate, and then get back at like listing and stuff tomorrow. I might still do a little bit more later tonight, but I'm just going to take a break after we're done shipping this. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help support us, take a look at our shop down below. Have a good one.